guys, welcome to my channel. It's Kayme here. I've decided to take a turn and do more spiritual content and tarot card readings to kind of give collective messages for everyone. And I am using my ashtray. I want to plug that in that I created. Check out my vlog 23 to see my process for that. And we're going to begin this tarot card reading. And this is how it is. It's so cute. Okay. Alright. So just throw it there. Okay. So if you could focus in on what kind of answers you need. Oh, wow. I can pick up on that. So the first card that flew out is the Four of Swords upright and the Eight of Cups upright. Okay. Source, please give me. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles upright and the Hierophant in reverse. So I'm kind of picking up that you are recharging from some sort of incident that might have had to do with a Taurus. With the Eight of Cups upright, it seems like you have a lot of love to offer, and you seem to have given. The Magician upright, you could be trying to manifest something. But there was a third-party situation that happened that led to a Tower, which is the ending. And now you feel like you're depleted of love with the Nine of Cups in reverse. I feel like you might have just... the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you just ended a situation where there was no love being offered by someone else. The Moon in reverse. You could have been dealing with a Pisces energy, or you could have Pisces in your chart. There might be some type of secrets that you felt weren't being talked about with the Moon in reverse. Dealing with a third party. Could have been a material situation, like you could have been there just for material reasons because you were dealing with some type of financial issues. And you've been trying to manifest something related to your coin, related to your work. I feel like whatever situation you were in, I don't know if you were actually in it for the right reasons. Like, yeah, the Princess of Cups in reverse. Like, you're like, me? What? Having no emotions? Like, I feel like you might have just been there for financial security to some degree. Whatever just ended, it might have just been for financial security, or you're looking for some sort of financial security in some type of community to help you. Like, you might be trying to move somewhere towards a community, but there was a Tower moment. Oh yeah, I feel like someone was definitely holding back. The Emperor, the Hermit, reverse. There was a lot that tried to come out there though. Now the Emperor's in reverse. Hold on, let me. Oh, I feel like, okay. This is what I'm picking up on. Whatever situation you were in was not love. You are the Empress energy, and that situation wasn't cutting it. It could have been with an Aries. You could be trying to stack your finances and find some type of community, like collaboration work situation with the Sun, with your Sun. Or I'm getting like this is becoming a twin flame reading just because And twin flames don't have to be romantic. Just because the sun and the moon have popped out, let me think. The moon is in reverse. So you could have been ending a situation and recharge. You might be recharging from that with the Four of Swords upright, okay? You might be recharging from that. And the Eight of Cups upright, it's like you had something to offer emotionally, but it was like behind money or something. Like, I don't know. It just didn't. This seems like a very strange energy, honestly. It's like not really feeling right. It could have just not felt right, whatever situation you were in. You might have just been like, I need to get out. Like, I'm feeling kind of like that vibe. Like, something just didn't feel right about it. And you could have been manifesting, like, again, a community, or you could have been manifesting a third party situation. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what energies I'm feeling right now. It's like the only thing that's like really making sense is that it's something work related with the Three of Pentacles upright. But then it's like with this situation, when you, okay, this is a message I'm getting. Okay. When you put too much emphasis on your love relationships, you start losing money, or you start losing income. It's like you're losing income when you invest in love. Something like that. It's like every time you invest in love, you're losing money. Because they're not like the right partners for you. It's like, can I get some clarity on okay. Yeah, we got the Chariot in reverse. You don't feel free in whatever situation you were just in. The Princess of Pentacles upright. And you're trying to offer something to a soulmate, or you're trying to like create some type of legacy related with your work, okay? But I'm getting all of these other energies involved, like the Nine of Pentacles upright, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's like kind of like it's not making, you don't have a clear path. It's like you could be going through this. You could be thinking, I could be making money if I don't invest in like a love situation and just make it like a business situation with whatever you're in, or whatever that situation is. But you don't feel like free. You feel like stuck, but you think you can make money and focus on your hobbies and not have any other distractions, right? But in the end, it's not really what you should do, because there's no love here. The Lover's in reverse. Like, you could be in a situation with like someone from your past, or just someone like that you just don't feel completely comfortable with, and the situation is just not the best. But you could be focusing on your crafts. Like, you might be able to do a lot of things related to your work in that situation, but it's like you still feel stuck. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you don't feel like you're in your full power. It feels like someone else is taking your power away. Yeah, someone who's been holding back. Emperor upright. Could be an Aries, fire sign energy. They could have Aries in their sun and rising, but fire sign Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. You don't feel free. Like, you can't like, I don't like this energy. I don't like it. It feels weird. Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's literally absolutely no love here. I think that's what I'm feeling, is that there's just no love here. And you might be convinced that they are your soulmate or something because you can do your work there and not have to worry about anything else, but they're not, because you don't feel free. The Wheel of Fortune can spin you in whatever direction you want in regards to love. But it's like you're kind of feeling like you have to choose between work or love, is what I'm getting. Yeah. It's like you have to choose, like you feel like you have to choose between work or love. And you feel like you might need to mesh a love partnership with a work partnership or something like that. And it might not be that that's what works for you. You might be realizing that you can't mesh work and love, or like what you've done so far related to meshing work and love hasn't worked out. The Ace of Swords in reverse and the Five of Cups upright. Yeah, you could just be getting triggered a lot as well with a lack of communication or something like that. And I feel like you're giving your power away to meeting someone else, or whatever situation that you might have been in the recent past or still in. And you're not taking the time to like self-reflect with the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, no self-reflection, no taking the time to go within. You're just doing work. And you're also stuck in a situation that's pretty toxic, but like, because there's no love there. Like, you could be in a situation where you could be making a lot of money, right? Or you think like this is a good investment, but there's literally no love there, and you're putting your business with your love and feeling stuck. And if you want, another thing I'm getting is, if you want to mesh love with work, this isn't the right situation to do that in, so you need to leave regardless, but you feel stuck. And like there's like a heavy energy here. And the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands upright. Yeah. I feel like there's just a battle that you're facing with yourself on whether or not, or what direction to go in regards to your work. But it's like the situation that you're in right now seems like the perfect work situation, or the materialistic situation, right? But there's no love there. So you kind of have to choose at the end of the day what really matters to you. But I feel like the wheel is trying to turn you towards love and not so much work. That's what I'm getting. It's like, but you don't want to go home. Like, you don't want to just like focus on more love matters. I'm gonna reshuffle these because I'm getting more of a message now. You don't feel like you want to focus on, and this is very like I said, my vibes are a lot more like serious, because you might be scared to go towards love, and you'd rather just focus more on your work. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And like, you might be in a situation where you can just focus on your work, but there's no love there whatsoever. And it's really hard for you to realize like, okay, I'm just going to take a risk towards love. And that's scary, because you've had like no love in the situation you've been in. Yeah. Princess of Swords, you might be like kind of blocking communication, or just blocking yourself from communicating. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Because you feel like you don't have enough money or something like that. It's like you feel like you're not in the right place because you don't have enough money. You haven't started your foundation for your business yet, right? Like you don't want to go towards love because you want to have enough finances first. But the problem is like with your root chakra, for example, that's your home, that's your center. And if you can't like feel connected with where you're at, like deep down on a home base level, like whoever or whatever makes you feel at home, or just feel safe, right? You're not going to be able to generate all of the blessings that you want towards your business or your work. And I'm like getting emotional kind of like, because you need to recenter, and that means kind of taking a break from doing your work. Like, I love doing work, so I completely understand like how it could feel like when you have to kind of take a risk towards love and not so much towards your work, because work is something that you can control, right? Like, that's material. So I might be talking more to like a divine masculine energy. You need to find your more divine feminine, and you need to go within and kind of communicate your feelings more. And that can be scary because you were just in a situation with absolutely no love and it was just all material. But you can't flourish in the ways that you need to until you find your center again and become more connected with your love and like your root chakra. Does that make sense? The Four of Pentacles in reverse came out, and then the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it might just be time for you to take a rest. Is also something else I'm getting. Like, it can be really hard to just like admit your feelings about something, or like go towards a loving situation when there's Five of Cups in reverse. Like, there's no need to be triggered. Also, something else I'm getting, like, you don't need to be triggered or scared, like, when it comes to expressing your emotions, because you're so used to putting action behind everything that just going towards something with your heart when you haven't felt that type of like energy in a while can be very scary. And like, you're so used to just putting it all towards your work and your finances and your business, right? Yeah, Five of Wands upright. You might be feeling like you're so confused, going in so many different directions because you're missing love. That's why. Like, and you might feel like you don't have a home, like you feel like you're lost and alone. But the Wheel of Fortune upright, it's like you could go in any direction and you feel like there's no love. But if you go in any direction, there might not be any love. Like the Nine of Cups in reverse. Like, because you could just be going through a lot also. Like, your finances, you feel like you're going through a lot. Your love situation, you might feel like is lacking. There's no love in whatever situation you were in. The Emperor in reverse. Okay. It's definitely a more serious tone. There could be like Capricorn energy here. A lot came out when I said that. Two of Wands upright. You might just feel like you're on a roller coaster all the time, and like you're admitting how you feel, and then you're not getting what you deserve in return because that person or partner or situation wasn't right for you, and you might be taking it to heart, and you might feel like you have nothing left to give because of like all of the setbacks that you've been feeling, in regards to possibly work and relationships. But like I said, you need to find the place that makes you feel at home. Get there. Focus on recentering and recharging after you've gotten there, and everything will fall into place. But you can't expect everything to work out if you are still in a place where you're not glowing or growing, right? Five of Swords upright. There could have just been like a lot of like blocked communication, or just like a lot of misguided communication, just like a lot of missed opportunities in regarding to communication. There was no love being offered with communication. Someone could have been like very harsh with their delivery, and there could be no love behind it. It could just be like pure like boom, like this is it. And again, back to like not going home. Five of Pentacles upright. It's like you need to take the steps to go home. And You don't want to do that. Whatever makes you feel at home, it's like harder to get there or something, or like this could just be like more ego. You're trying to manifest a King of Swords, kind of like maybe like a more cold approach towards life, or if this is someone else, you could also be trying to manifest an actual King of Swords. And it could be like a romantic connection, but it's like the Six of Cups. It's not a full like loving connection, and it could be a lot of hard work. But Four of Wands is a twin flame card. It could be a lot of hard work to get the foundation to where it's at. This could be, like I said, regarding a location, or it could be regarding someone who has more of a King Swords energy right now, in order to, if this is love. But I'm getting a lot that it's like, okay, for some of you, you need to admit your feelings to someone. And that is scary as fuck. But it's like you need to express your feelings and connect more with your divine feminine, because you've been sowing your divine masculine, right? And for others, you need to do that. For most of you, you need to do that after you've gotten to your home center. So once your chakras have been aligned to your root of where you feel like this is my location, right? Or this is my root chakra, because a lot of the time people associate your root chakra with your actual family, and I don't necessarily say that it has to be like you moving in with your family. For some people it is, but for others it's like you need to find a place where you feel safe to start a family, or feel centered with your own like self, or where you feel like you can be open-minded with your family. For example, like it's all about your root chakra, no one else really. It's about where you feel at home, and that could be a location, that could be, it shouldn't really be with someone else. It should be with yourself. Where do you feel at home? Where do you feel like you can start fresh? Where do you feel centered? Where do you feel safe? Where do you feel at peace? You need to figure that out. And then as you get comfortable with your roots, you're planting the seed and flourishing, you can find these loving connections that actually are meant to work in your life, like the Four of Wands, your twin flame connection, if that's what you're trying to manifest. But you've been manifesting the wrong things because you've been going at it in the wrong like way. Like you could have been focused more on finances, so you went with someone who you thought was more financially like stable, and that didn't work out. You could be going towards someone who you find is really romantic, but like that could not work out because you don't feel safe or rooted in your own finances. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all of these issues that you might be having might be because your root chakra is out of whack, and that's usually the chakra that a lot of people have to focus on in order to make everything come together. And all these missed opportunities, you know, with finances or with love, it could just be because, you know, you haven't felt at home in yourself. Like you haven't like gone into your own center in order to like figure out what am I trying to manifest, who am I, like what am I really about. And that can be a lot harder to do because there's all of these other distractions in life, and you could be thinking about, oh, I don't have the money for that, or oh, no one's gonna like want to be with me, or oh, you know, all these types of setbacks that you're seeing in your mind, but that's really just the universe trying to protect you in order for you to connect more with your true self, right? And you could be trying to manifest so much action, like action, work, like I said, divine masculine energy all the time, but like you're not like connecting with your true self, and you can't have a stable partnership or even a stable existence with yourself and what you are trying to grow without your roots being in the right place. Does that make sense? So no matter how long you try to ignore going home to like root yourself into where you're trying to go. Like I said, it doesn't have to just be like actually going home to your parents or, you know, your family members, but it's more just like going home back to the basics and like starting fresh in a place where you can actually plant your seed and see your roots grow. And that's really hard to do because you're basically having to take a risk and like you're basically stripped down to your core. There's no ego. There's no other partner that you can distract yourself with, because every time you do that, it doesn't work out. It's like, boom, I'm at my core, root chakra, here we go. This is me. And that's important so you can build a strong foundation within yourself. And then everything else will come together. But until then, like I said, you could be blocking kind of like communicating how you feel, and like you might not even feel comfortable communicating how you feel until you feel like you're in the right space to do so. But you need to start putting action towards getting there, towards your home, like towards your roots, more so than like all this action towards your finances and like everything like that. But like I said, sometimes if you have to move to a different location, you have to focus on your finances in order to get there. But you need to start making practical choices in order to move towards your root chakra being aligned and like centered. So wherever that is, if it's a location, like I said, if that's going home, like I said, if that's it, like I said, it just shouldn't be someone else. It should be within yourself. So everything else can come together. But yeah, whatever kind of partnership this is, it's going to take a lot of hard work at the end of all of that, at the end of recentering yourself, going home, taking the steps, realizing you can't just put it all into, you know, someone else romantically or your finances, like realizing that you've been stripped down to your core and you've had an ego death, and now you need to reroot yourself somewhere else so you can bloom. Once that partnership comes in, it might take a lot of hard work, but it's like how you build a strong foundation. Or once you get to that place, wherever it is, for some of you, I'm feeling like it's a beach or, you know, somewhere with nice sunsets, or somewhere where you like to go for sunsets. Maybe you want to move to a place where there are nice sunsets. I'm not sure. The Judgment in reverse came out. You're not going to be judged if you need to take a break. That's something else I'm getting, is like, when you have to recenter yourself, you don't need to be, or you don't need to care about being judged. Like, you might just be on all the time for reasons that aren't actually like your core values. It might be for like, you might be feeling like you're going to be judged, right? If you take a break, or if you don't have everything together. But like, you can't have everything together until your root chakras are in place and you've made practical decisions in order to get there. And then the Empress upright just came out, and the Moon in reverse. So yeah, I'm getting that like once you're in your Empress energy, you're not gonna have to worry about anything like coming out that doesn't like define who you really are. Yeah. Recharge. You need to recharge. You need to recharge in a place where you feel at home. And that's what you need to do first. And this is like my last few cards, and then we're gonna end it. I'm gonna see like what direction do you need to head in. Source, Spirit. Towards the Ten of Cups. So I associate this card with California, but it might not be for everyone, but it's just towards like fully emotionally satisfied, maybe the beach, just something like that. Yeah, ending, no option. Like, there's an end to all these other options. Like, you should just go straight to no third party, there's like no more long steps. For a lot of you, I'm getting that like you know exactly where you need to go. And this actually, not saying that it's a person, but it could just be like a situation regarding another person, and that could be what you are avoiding at all costs. Is like again opening up emotionally in a way where you're being your true self and there's no judgment. But a lot of you, it's like you still have to have your root chakra centered in order to get there. So it's like all of it's kind of connected, like they all dwindle together, but you are like avoiding it like the plague. And that's kind of harming you in the end. But that's all I have for you. I hope that resonated. Thanks for watching. Bye.